The 4 steps I have to help yourself find purpose in life. The first one is distractions. To find your purpose, we must first understand what it is. It is the one thing we are obsessing over that is usually correlated with making progress in that avenue. If we have distractions and addictions in our life, we're going to be focused on them, and it's not going to be something that is actually towards our masculine core. Purpose is a thing that we are obsessing over, that we need to get done, whether that's a career, a job, a promotion, physical health. It is something that we need to peel back and then find the next one to focus on, and so forth until we get into our core, our true selves, the root that we draw energy from. You can't find out what your core is until you've peeled off so many layers that you might get a glimpse of what it is. So the first step I do have for you is, if you want to find the thing that you want to obsess over and make progress towards in life and having direction, is to take away the distractions. You can't be stuck on your phone or addicted to bad habits, because they will draw your attention. You need to isolate yourself almost in a box so you can find what your heart is actually telling you to focus on. And the second step I have for you is to stare at your wall. Once you cut out the distractions and the addictions, just isolate yourself and stare at your wall, so then you can finally feel what you are yearning for and what needs to get done. When I found my purpose, I had to isolate myself. I was addicted to video games, porn, TV shows. I spent my entire day consuming. I was lost because I had too much going on in my life. So eventually I sat myself down, stared at my wall, and then after doing that for a few days, I started to ask myself the problem. What is my problem? Why don't I have purpose? What questions can I ask myself? So we have cut out the distractions, stare at your wall, and then the questions you can ask yourself are, is there a problem in my life? Is there something that needs to be fixed? For me, it was, I could finally feel this pain in my heart from taking in so much content that I felt like, oh, I need to fix my mental and physical health. That became a layer of purpose in my life, where I needed to dissolve to get a good physique in the gym and fix my mental health. And then eventually I peeled that one back, and I had to sit down again and think, all right, what's next? All right, I want more meaningful and purposeful work. Something I've always wanted to do was do YouTube, and I found that. So you ask yourself questions like, if I had no money, what would I be doing in my life? Or is there a problem that needs to be fixed right now? Is the obsession that I'm focusing on, is it cars, and can I pursue it? So you ask yourself more meaningful questions, and you really try to find the one thing you're focusing on. Whatever it is, you have to find that. And then when you get that glimpse of it, you have to hold on to it. And then the last step is your goals. Once you get that glimpse, like I did, just to run through all the steps again, I cut out my distractions. I stood and stared at my wall for about 3 days before I could pick apart my brain by asking myself questions of like, what would I do without money? What's the problem that I need to get fixed? Why am I not happy? What are the obsessions that I need to focus on? What are things that are actually calling for me because of past experiences and things that I love and I feel fulfilled doing? And then it was reverse engineering. When my first layer of purpose really was that physical and mental health, that self-improvement layer that took a few years of my life, I had to reverse engineer that dream. So I got a glimpse of what I wanted to be and what results I wanted to have, and then it was taking time throughout the day to pursue it. When you find purposeful work, you have to spend at least 1 hour a day. No time will it be perfect. No time will your finances or the place that you are in life will be right. You have to start today so you do not feel lost or drained. There is no moment but now to start. So maybe it is simple, like physical fitness is your layer of purpose. So What do? Okay, you go sign up for a gym membership, but in the meantime, you sit down and you start doing some push-ups or researching or pursuing it, journaling. The first steps to take 1 hour a day, and then you pursue it. And then you set goals throughout your life so you can go out and truly pursue it, because life is just this. Now that you have progress towards finding the next layer of purpose in your life and peeling it apart, that is masculinity. Is not just the discipline, the responsibility, the strength. It is progress in life. Like in sex, men build up towards the end. Women are kind of different, where they are all obsessed about the moment. They're not fantasizing about the end point. We are. So in life, we need to have purpose. So I compel you now to go sit down right now after this video, turn everything off, stare at your wall, and ask yourself some questions of what have you been focusing on? Because you will not have a clear answer. You can ask yourself all the questions, but if you stare at the wall enough, something will come out of you and it will say, I need to do this because of that. Or I am this because of something that happened, and it will draw to you. It will come as a glimpse and you must grab onto it and think of how to get there. What is your dream life? What is your purpose that you need to have in your life so you can grab onto it and you can reverse engineer it into the goals that you will have in your life? Because life is so much better when you have a purpose and a direction, a reason to jump out of bed so you're not just laying there, dead, bored, and suffering. So hopefully these 4 tips have helped you, and I compel you to follow them today. So then you can live every day as if you're peeling back, making progress, the one thing that fulfills masculine men. I'm Maxwell, and I hope teach young men find purpose in life. I hope this video helped. I appreciate if you could like and subscribe and comment down below, and I'll see you on the next one.